Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. In this video today, we'll be discussing what are the key differences between a waterfall project and agile project. Now, if you are planning to develop your career in project management with certifications such as the PMP, the PMI-ACP, or Prince2, a good understanding of key project management topics is of utmost importance to build your overall profile. So that way, while certifications such as the PMP gives you the right credibility, the knowledge about critical project management concepts such as the difference between waterfall and agile projects gives you the required subject matter expertise. Now, if you are preparing for the PMP certification exam, I am giving out 5 free coupons for my best-selling PMP exam courses on Udemy this month. It will be a lucky draw, and to participate in the same, you need to do 3 steps, okay? Step number 1, give this video a like. Step number 2, subscribe to my channel PMPwithRay for more such updated videos on PMP certification and overall project management. And step number 3, comment on this video mentioning when you are planning to appear for the PMP exam. Now, based on your comments, I will choose 5 lucky winners and I will share the 100% discounted coupon code for all of my courses on Udemy with those winners individually. So make sure you keep your bell notifications on to receive timely updates about the results of this lucky draw. Okay, now back to the main topic for today. Agile versus waterfall. Which is the best project management methodology? So we'll take a closer look at both methodologies, their advantages and disadvantages, and we'll try to understand which approach is best suited for your project. Okay, so let's get started. First, let's define what waterfall and agile methodologies are. Waterfall is a traditional project management approach where a project is broken down into sequential phases, each with its own set of tasks and deliverables. This approach emphasizes careful planning, documentation, and control of the project progression across every stage of the project. Agile, on the other hand, is a modern project management methodology that focuses on flexibility, collaboration, and adaptability. Agile projects are organized into sprints, with each sprint cycle lasting for about 1 to 4 weeks. At the end of each sprint, the team delivers an updated version of a working product. So, when compared to waterfall projects where the client gets the full deliverable at the end, Agile focuses on small interim deliverables to build the final product in the end. Let's try to understand this with an example, okay? So let's say you are the project manager who is managing a project to construct a bridge across a river. Now, constructing a bridge across a river is typically a waterfall type project because it follows a linear and sequential process. This means that each stage of the project is completed in a specific order, and the next stage cannot begin until the previous stage is finished. For example, the project would start with planning and designing the bridge, followed by procuring materials, constructing the foundation, building the superstructure, and finally finishing with testing and commissioning of the bridge. Each stage has a clear set of goals, and the project team moves on to the next stage only when the previous one is complete. In a waterfall project, all the requirements are defined upfront and the project team works towards delivering the final product. This approach can work well for projects with well-defined requirements and a fixed scope, such as constructing a bridge or manufacturing a machine. However, in waterfall type projects, it can be challenging to adapt to changing requirements or new information if that emerges during the project. For example, imagine the level of complexity you will have to deal with in your bridge construction project if midway during the project you find out that the type of vehicles which will be using that bridge has changed. Now, on the other hand, let's say you are a project manager who is developing a mobile phone application for grocery ordering. So this typically is an agile type project because it follows an iterative and incremental approach. This means that the project is broken down into small, manageable pieces that can be completed quickly, and each piece is tested and reviewed before moving on to the next. For example, your project team can design and develop only the first beta version of the application and test the same within a controlled user group to get the feedback. Then the application could be updated with new features and tested again and again and again. This is how in Agile projects, the team works closely with the customer or end user to ensure that the final product meets their needs and expectations. Agile projects prioritize flexibility and adaptability, and the team is empowered to make changes and adjustments throughout the project based on feedback and changing requirements across the entire life cycle of the project. Okay, so the million-dollar question is, guys, which one of these methodologies is better for projects? Now, as we have seen, both Agile and Waterfall have their own advantages and disadvantages, right? So in short, none is better than the other, okay? The decision of which approach to use ultimately depends on the project requirements and constraints. Hence, it's quite essential to evaluate your project's specific needs and goals before choosing a methodology. In fact, choosing an appropriate project methodology is a critical step at the early stages of a project to tailor it according to the business need of the organization. For example, if you're doing an infrastructure or healthcare or construction project with a fairly straightforward scope, maybe the waterfall approach is the best for you. On the other hand, if you are starting a project which needs high flexibility and quick turnaround time for changes in requirements, maybe Agile is the best approach for you. And finally, if you want to apply a methodology which is sort of best of both worlds, which means an approach that provides you flexibility in the early stages and certainty in the later stages, maybe a hybrid project management approach is best suited for you. Whichever approach you choose, guys, remember that it's equally important to have the right people management approach in sync with the right project management approach to deliver an overall project successfully. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and I will see you in the next video very soon. Bye-bye and have a nice day.